This video, I'm going to show you how 90% of raising your vibrational set point is complete when you do this one thing. Welcome back to another video. My name's Aaron and I help people expand their consciousness. Okay, back. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you exactly what to do to raise your vibration and how 90% of that process is complete with this one thing. Now, I look at my own life. My life took a huge vibrational jump back in 2012 when I went through my spiritual awakening. And what a spiritual awakening is an awakening to going beyond the little box that we've been living in, to go beyond the ego construct, to go beyond the sense of self, which prior to a spiritual awakening, we believe that that sense of self is a limited ego. Then what happens is you go through a process where you realize you are more than that. You are an eternal spiritual being having a temporary human experience. And when you have that realization, it changes your whole entire life. Most of you watching this video right now is someone who has been through this process, going through this process, or very soon will go through it, because you can only perceive that which you are the vibration of. Now, prior to my spiritual awakening, you may have heard my story before about it, but I was working at Nordstrom's and Women's Shoes, and I had what is called ADHD, which means it was hard for me to focus. So I'd go into work every day, and what I would take at the time was something called Adderall, which is the prescription drug they give to people that have what is called ADHD. And I would take that during the day. I'd be able to sell a good amount of shoes, and it would keep me really focused, and then at night I'd go home and it would crash. And what would happen is then that was the negative side effects of that. So then what actually spawned me learning this one thing where 90% of the process is complete was me looking for other solutions, things that didn't have such hard side effects. And that's what, then I came across the research on meditation. And it showed black and white that if you were to meditate, there's all these positive side effects and it can help you to focus and all these things. So I tried it. First 2 or 3 days didn't really get a result. The third day I really committed to it. And it was this weird thing. I just had this feeling that it would change my life forever. I remember sitting down to meditate. I started to observe my thoughts and I started to feel this expansion. I started to feel different. And from that point going forward, my whole entire life transformed. So the one thing where 90% of raising your vibrational set point is complete is meditation. And I'm gonna be explaining to you the different types that you can apply in your life that can absolutely change your life. Now, first off, why even change your vibrational set point? Well, when you do that, you feel better. You enjoy your life more. You are feeling higher vibrational emotions. Let me show this chart right here. I'll have Daniel put the chart right here. Daniel is the editor. Everyone say hi to Daniel. And what you'll see is on this chart, you will see that of the lower vibrational emotions of shame, fear, guilt, anger. Then eventually you see neutrality. Then what happens is you see that of reasoning, which is the intellect, love, joy, peace, and enlightenment. Now what happens is as you increase your vibration, as you move up this scale, you increase your vibration, you then feel higher vibrational emotions. I would say that my vibrational set point prior to learning meditation was probably at right around the 200 to 350 maybe. I was smoking a lot of weed at the time because the weed helped me sleep at night, because the side effect of Adderall, one of them is that you don't eat very much, you don't sleep very much. Well, guess what helps with eating and sleeping? Needing to do that? Weed. And that's why I would smoke weed. So that was like the side effect, that's what I felt like I had to do. And weed resonates at 350, which is acceptance. Think about it. When you smoke, you're accepting of the moment. Everything is okay. And that's where I was vibrating. Then what happened is, I would say as well, on a scale of 1 to 10, it was like a 3 out of 10. I learned meditation within a week or two. I was feeling a 7 out of 10. It changed that much. I felt high all of the time. I remember walking around my room thinking, I hope this feeling doesn't go away. Will this last? And what happened is it did last. It just became my natural set point. So it no longer was like bliss ecstasy. It was just like, oh, this is the way reality is now. So raising your vibrational set point is about learning meditation, about being, about understanding that when you're in the reactive mind, when you're in shame, fear, guilt, anger, that's a reactive mind, and that's on autopilot. That's where we stay. What meditation does is it helps you become aware of it. Imagine that there's this on this scale of consciousness right here, we have an arrow that goes up. And as it goes up, you'll see it says awareness. You know, this is imaginary. Just imagine it says it's an arrow that goes up. It says awareness. The more you increase your awareness, the more your vibration raises. Now, meditation helps you become aware of your thoughts. Helps you become aware of your monkey mind. We all have a monkey mind. Our thoughts are just on autopilot, thinking, thinking, thinking. When you become aware of it, you then get to a state of stillness. And all pain and suffering in the world is an identification with thought, an identification with ego. When you learn to observe these things, that's when your life will begin to transform. Now, there's two main meditations I want to talk about. One is a meditation you can do to let go. So that's a lot of what I did. I was letting go of the meaning of a lot of the past. I was angry at my ex-stepmom, who was very abusive. I was feeling unworthy. I was feeling like I was unworthy as well because I had ADHD and people thought there was something wrong with me. Even the name ADHD, it's dysfunctional. So it's a disorder. So the idea though is to become aware of these things. When you're aware of them, then you can let them go. You can see they really aren't you. You then change your identity. You don't even change it. You just let go of the old identity. So this process of transformation and what meditation can provide is it can help you to detach from the reactive ego, the identity, and to realize that you may think thoughts, but you are not your thoughts. So meditation is the key. And there's two types of meditation. One, I'm going to go ahead and get over here. I'll go ahead and put that to the side for now. So one, meditation for letting go. Letting go of the pain of the past. I have a meditation that's completing the past so you don't have to repeat the past. It's a meditation for feeling 100% whole, complete, and worthy. You'll see that in the top of the description box below. Plus, that is what that will help you to do. Is to in a way close the cycle of certain things in your life. Read the comments to see what's possible with that as well. Then the other type of meditation is about going beyond where you currently are. A meditation, in a way you could say, for visualization. Say you wanted to wire in certain states. Maybe you said, well, I currently feel like my set point is that of anger, and feeling courage sometimes, anger at other times. You say your set point's right there on that scale of consciousness. Well, to go beyond it, you have to be able to observe the current thoughts and feelings you have, because your thoughts and feelings are equal to the reality you're in. And then what you can do is you can go beyond it through meditation. You release yourself, and then you can go beyond it by imagining, visualization. It's extraordinarily powerful. So this kind of meditation, and there's a meditation, the most powerful meditation for manifesting while you sleep, I'll also link below. And that will help you as you're going to bed at night to wire in a reality you haven't even experienced yet. So there's meditation for letting go, and there's meditation for wiring in. These two different types of meditation will completely transform your life if you begin to apply it. And simply make the choice that before you go into it, you're going to transform your life. That's what I did. I simply knew and I made that choice. It wasn't even, I don't even know if it was just like, it was like I just made the choice. It was a choice, a decision that I made, and then that was the reality I experienced. Make the reality, make the choice that with the choice that you're going to you're going to meditate, you're going to then raise your vibrational set point. And remember, the more awareness you have, the more you're able to raise your vibration, because then you're able to see as well that some things may not resonate anymore. You may meditate and then realize, hey, a lot of the activities I've been doing have actually been lowering my vibration. When I listen to this music, it emphasizes the ego, and it's actually bringing me down in vibration. I wasn't aware of that before, but now that I've increased my awareness, now I know. So meditation is the key to this whole entire process. So let me share with you something else that I did recently. I shared this on the podcast. I don't think I've shared this in a YouTube video yet. I'm in Costa Rica right now, and I was at a place called Rhythmia in Costa Rica, where there's like plant medicine, and like there's 4 nights, and there's a shaman each night that comes in and you do plant medicine. It's very deep. I went with, I brought with Lior Alexandra and Victor Odo, we brought subscribers, we invited subscribers to come as well, so it was a very cool experience. I was telling everyone going that in 2017 when I went, there was this shaman named Mitra. It's very magnetic energy, and a very just he does the 4th night ceremonies. He does these healings. The 4th night goes from 7 at night till 8 in the morning. It's an all-night ceremony, and he does these healings at like 5 or 6 in the morning as the sun's coming up, and they're amazing. And 2017, it was just so powerful, and I remember thinking, wow, this guy has such good energy. Well, this year we go to it again, and he is there this year. He wasn't there last year. I go every year in November. Last year he wasn't there. This year he was there. I ended up connecting with him, and at the end of the ceremony I came up and talked to him afterwards, and he invited Lior and I, who are traveling. We're in Costa Rica right now. We were staying in a place called San Juanillo, which is very close to where he lives. So we got invited to his house. We go to his house, and I'm talking to him, and we had breakfast. It was really cool. Really got to know him, and he has this energy. And I asked him. I said, "How did you what we wanted to know more about his story." He was like, back in the day, especially, he was like a big fan of Osho, and he had a picture of Osho in his house, and he talked about he told us some of his story. But the other thing he told me is he said, the reason that I have the energy that I do, because he has a very calming energy, but it's a very high vibrational energy, and I haven't really experienced it in too many people like that before. It was such a calming yet powerful presence. It was a present energy. And he said the reason I have this energy is because of meditation. He says if you meditate more, you will begin to develop more and more of this kind of energy. And I thought it was interesting. And he said that the meditation he does is, it's not the meditation where you just observe your thoughts, because that's the meditation I've been doing since 2012, which has gotten me great results, so there's nothing wrong with it. But he says if you observe your thoughts, you're going to get more and more thoughts. You're going to continue to just see more and more thoughts, because whatever you focus on, you get more of. He said, meditate on being, sinking into presence. And that for me was a game changer idea. And I made the choice since then, and since then I've been going deeper in my meditations. I haven't been focused on observing my thoughts, I've been focused on sinking into being. And I've noticed that my energy, especially right after the meditations, is beginning to stick with me more and more. It's a level of presence, it's a level of, it's calm, but it's also very expansive. So there's different levels to this, but understand the more you raise your vibration, the better you feel, the more you're in that high vibe state, and the easier your manifestations are. So this works for many different things, but the most important thing you can do to raise your vibrational set point is to commit to that of a meditation. And I'm gonna link those 2 meditations I mentioned in this video below, that of the 100% worthy, whole and complete, completing the past meditation you'll see, and then you'll also see the manifest while you sleep meditation for going beyond. Listen to either of those for 21 days. 21 days will change your set point. Commit to it, make the choice that it transforms your life, and then watch what happens. So if you like this video, could you do me a favor, smash the like button. Let me know that you liked it. Let me know that you want more videos. Also, go ahead and comment below the kind of videos that you want me to make. Maybe certain topics you haven't seen me talk about yet, you want me to go deeper on. Let me know, I'll be taking suggestions as well. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, peace, much love, and namaste.